Yes! Yes! Sorry, guys, we are late for the live watch along. What, Matt, West Ham 1-0 up. Antonio, Jared Bowen assist. Listen, guys, I'm going to leave you with Matt for 15 minutes. I'm going to come back on. Matt, if you don't mind just talking away to the crowd, let them know your thoughts. I'll be back in 15 minutes, okay?
No worries.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, guys, what? Bit of technical problems at the start, and we're getting 5 minutes late. Maybe it's a blessing because we're 1-0 up. Antonio with an absolute gift. Great work from Fornals and then Bowen down the wing. Crossed in, but it was a goal making out of West Ham's own type, to be honest. It was brought to the back post along the floor from Bowen. Good ball. And it was absolute shambles from Lascelles, who smashed it. He's tried to put his foot through it, and he's just absolutely shanked it to Antonio at the far post. And it's come through it, and we're 1-0 up. It's been an okay start. It's, I didn't see the goal coming. I don't think anything, no one's really bombed forward so far. We were unlucky. Well, we were lucky then. Nearly gave away a penalty. It would have been harsh on old Bono because he's absolutely smashed the ball at him and his hand was down by his side. We've now given away a free kick. I might be behind some of you guys because I'm watching it not on a live TV. Get your thoughts in at the moment. It's a steady start, which is surprising for us. It's not gone too badly. I'm sitting here on my own at the moment because Ant's disappeared and I don't know where Stel is or Alf. Normally we have someone else around with us. It seems like Dwight Gale's over this free kick, which, I'll be honest, he wouldn't be my first choice. But then if he goes and buries this in the top corner, then, much like the Chelsea one, although it's on the opposite side, hopefully Fabianski gets his ball set up correctly this time. He's just standing over it now. He went low. Oh, saved by Fabianski and cleared by Fredericks. Whew. It's clever. It's a clever free kick from Gale. He went low. Massive deflection, actually. We got quite lucky. He actually went to go low underneath the wall. Wall jumped. Someone's foot went opposite corner. Fabianski still got down in time to save it. And now we're looking to go forward. Creswell, that's lumped the ball up over the top. Antonio's hassling him. Might want to throw out this. Oh, we've done well. Go on, Fornals. Go on. Oh, blocked. Recycled well. Back to Lanzini. Wide to Creswell. Rice has tripped one in from deep, looking for Antonio at the back post. Antonio across. Oh, Antonio on the volley. Comfortable save in the end for Bratva. It's a good start. It's a good positive start. We look good going forward. We don't look too bad at the back. It's not been a bad start, guys. I would say I want to see Antonio do more there, but it's come over his shoulder from a long way over on his right foot. He's got it on target. The keeper saved it. Newcastle now just playing out from the back, which we seem happy to let them do. There's no pressure on them really in their half. Once they get to the halfway line, we seem to be pressing more, but in their own back line, we're happy to let them play it about. Which, it's comfortable. We're not doing too badly. This is all right for us at the moment. We always have this thing of we normally seem to score and concede straight away. So Newcastle playing around the back is actually generally doing us a favour because they've slowed the game right down, trying to get it pass up. They've got Maxim on the wing. He's going to try and run again. Oh, he's just sold Souček a dream. All the way over to the far side. The fullback's pushed up. He's played it inside to Joe Linton on the edge of the box. Bonner stood him up. He's actually managed to go out for a throw-in. Somehow, it should have really gone for a corner, that. We got a bit rub of the green there. But in that instant, we've had 12 minutes of nothing. And in that 5-10 second instant, you've just seen what Maxim can do. picked it up on the wing with 2 players around him, skip past them, skip past Souček, switch it to the other side. Newcastle with a chance. Ooh, up blocked. And it's gone out for a corner. Now Newcastle get all their big boys up. See how well we defend this, because it's, as much as we've been improving on set pieces attacking, we can't defend as well as we should like to. It's always been a weak point of ours. It's coming in, cut the big guys up. Oh, big head from Diop there. Newcastle drop it back to halfway line to recycle it. Chip back in again. Fredericks with the header up and out. Lanzini heads it sort of sideways, giving it back to Newcastle. But it was offside. It was offside from Shelby. And I think he's given an offside. It might have been a free kick. I think it's offside. Everyone just walked away from it. But it's not been a bad start. Well, it's been an ideal start, really. 1-0 up inside the first 15 minutes. But our record of holding on to points and dropping points is the worst this year. So, even another 2 or 3 goals may not be enough at the moment. But it looks okay. It looks comfortable. Antonio looks like he started where he left off against Chelsea. He looks up for it. He's hassling. He's got the physicality. He's just been caught offside. Yeah, look, so just brought it up on the screen. We've dropped 22 points this year, which is from leading positions, which only Bournemouth, Villa and Chelsea have, they're the next people down. Bournemouth 20 points, Villa 19. We're both in the bottom 3. Strangely enough, Chelsea have dropped 18 points from winning positions. You think, where would that put them? Again, we seem to be happy to let Newcastle have the ball around there, sort of in their third of the pitch. If you look at the old, they give the possession stats for 3 areas of the pitch. A lot of it's in Newcastle's area, but it's them prodding and probing along their back line, trying to find the ball in. Now they play a long one up, looking for Gale, which he manages to actually flick on to Almiron. Almiron's on the move. Wide to Joe Linton. Joe Linton looks to cross it in, and it's gone all the way through for a goal kick. It wasn't. It was a good attacking play there from Newcastle, from playing it around the back, instantly one long ball, which dropped really short, and Gale actually flicked it onto Almiron, took it well on the chest, and he spread it wide to Joe Linton, who looked for the fullback. Is it Kraft, the fullback on the far post? But the cross was awful. It's poor. It's gone out for a goal kick. One of the first times they've really gone through the team, and it was a long ball that cut out both Rice and Souček that was straight onto the back 4. Something they may want to have a look at. Good on left here. Creswell looking to play it forward. Oh, it's blocked and gone straight back to Newcastle and down on the counter-attack. But they might have wasted it. Joe Linton's kept it in, and Fredericks recovers it well on halfway line, and then it's too slow and gives it away. Charge down the long ball. It's back to Newcastle on the edge of their own box, and they bring it forward again. Almiron on the left wing. He's looked lively so far. One of the guys I picked out yesterday. He's had more of an impact than I think. He's probably been their best player so far, Almiron. He's a lively player. He gets in those awkward places that teams don't like defending. But again, they're at the back, just slowly building. They're doing this thing at the moment where they're splitting the back 4. Hayden's dropping in. They've got 2-on-1 here on the right-hand side. It's Maxima and Kraft. Maxima wide to Kraft. Kraft in. 1-1. Almiron. First time they put Maxima over on that on the our left-hand side, their right-hand side. Creates a 2-on-1 against Creswell. Plays Kraft. Kraft a low hard ball in like R1. And looks like Almiron's got in front, and it's 1-1. And we held the lead for 13 minutes. Just I was saying about them slowing it up. Good bit of play. They switch it from left to right quickly. And where's Lanzini? Lanzini's tucked far too far in. Creswell doesn't get out wide to stop the cross. He's left 2-on-1. Lanzini's there. And Almiron gets in between the 2 centre-backs for a tap-in. 1-1. I'll be honest, they've had more of the, as I said, they've had more possession since we scored. And now it's again, can we get going? It's... Yep, and yet again, that will put us even further in front. Because now we've technically dropped 2 points. So that's now potentially 24 points dropped from winning positions this year. We cannot keep a clean sheet. We cannot stop goals coming in. We don't have the mental capacity to do it. Oh, Chelsea, Newcastle got a corner at nothing. One ball from the back, all the way over, looking to drop over the top of Diop's head. Put Gale in. Diop just got enough on it. Put it out for a corner. One ball back to front, and we were caught out. Nearly caught out. Diop done well in the end to put it out for a corner. But yet again, we've gone in front and conceded. And now Newcastle have got a corner. I don't know what's wrong with this team. We just cannot keep goals out. We cannot keep clean sheets. We cannot hold on to leads. You know what I mean, that's why we are in the position we're in. Let's be honest. 24 points we've dropped from winning positions now at the moment. If we draw this, because it was 22 points and we went in front and we've conceded. And I don't think Newcastle ever looked worried about the fact we scored first. They seem to know that they'll get their chances. And like we said in the preview, that front four looks like he's got goals. And it mostly was the front four that done it. Joe Linton switched the play to Maxima. The first time he went on the right-hand side, Lanzini was tucked far too far in, didn't get out. Basically left Creswell 2-on-1 against Maxim and Kraft. Maxim just laid it across Kraft. Kraft whipped it in low. Miron's finished. And and now on the other side, they've just blocked it out again, another cross, and it's going out for another corner. And they're really, since we scored, it is, apart from that one Antonio chance when he had a volley over his head, it's basically been one-way traffic. Crossing from Shelvey. Oh my God. That went in. Shelvey whipped it in at the near post. And I don't know if Fabianski flapped it or someone ducked a header, but it almost went in at the near post. Someone's clawed it off the line. Newcastle come forward again. We need to get back on the ball just to try and kill the play a bit because Newcastle got all this momentum. The drinks break cannot come quick enough. Maxim plays it in. Oh, it's an overhit. Fabianski. Don't know why Fabianski's rushing out right now. We've been battered for the last 15 minutes. And it missed by everyone. Actually, Fabianski saved it at the front post. That corner. You know, we need to get a foot on the hold on the ball again. Sort of try and pass it around a bit, which is now what we're doing at the back. No one's come short, so it's going to go long to Antonio. Fernandez dealt with him really well. Souček won the ball off Maxim there, but Maxim's been left on a heap on the floor. I think he's okay. Yeah, he's sitting up. But Newcastle press on without him. Maximum's now getting up. Play him just to Shelvey. Shelvey tucks it inside, plays a 1-2, keeps going, Shelvey. Looks to ship it through for Gale. And Fabianski gets there before him. Since we've scored, it's been all one way at the moment. We can't seem to actually get hold on the ball in. Rice with a poor ball to overhit. Bowen can't control it. And it's back with Newcastle again. Back at their back. And they'll build and go again. We can't seem to get hold of the ball. Again, no one's closing down. Lascelles has basically jogged up to the halfway line with the ball here before anyone's closed him down. Shelvey this time splitting the back two of the defence for Newcastle, dropping deep. Looking to just pick up the ball. And now they're in, you know, when it was 1-0, you didn't mind them doing it. Now it's Newcastle just trying to suck us out to make the space for the second goal again, so we're trying to press. Maximum's dropped back over onto the left wing. He's just cutting inside, giving all the pitch to dribble through. He's switching it out to the right. Back out to Kraft again. Looks to whip it in. Creswell blocks it. He goes out for a throw in. No one's following him though. I mean, I don't know if maybe we should be telling Bowen to man mark Sam Maxim, because a lot of the time he's just drifting around the pitch, and you'd think that should mean that Bowen's got more space, but it doesn't seem to be that he's only 23. But Maxim's basically, they're letting him do what he wants. Overhead switch past from Newcastle, overhit from Shelby. It's our throw in down in the right back position with Fredericks.
Matt, how you doing, mate?
Not bad. This is could have been better. After our flying start, it's not been great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we expected to go 1-0 up so early, to be honest.
No, but the response has not been since we scored, and Newcastle's response was to get on the ball, create chances, and go forward. But we haven't done it. We've had one chance since we scored. And that was an Antonio, and it was only really a half chance. Whereas Newcastle haven't stopped. Since we scored, they've been on it, front foot, going at us. And we haven't had an answer to it. The drinks break, it's probably come at a good time for us, to be honest.
What minute are you on, Matt?
23.
23 what?
38.
Right, you're just a little bit ahead, so that's fine. So just for anyone that's watching, West Ham 1-1, drinks break. We went 1-0 up in the 4th minute. Good goal, kind of good passing goal by West Ham. Jared Bowen set up Michael Antonio again, and then, of course, Newcastle hit back. And that man, St. Maxim, set up who was it he passed the ball out wide to?
Kraft. Is it pronounced it the right back?
Yeah.
And it was very similar to our goal, to be honest. It was well worked down the wing and whipped in along, like drilled in along the floor. And just Almiron ghosted in between Creswell. He ghosted in between the fullbacks. But it was the first time that Maxim had switched wings. Yeah. And Lanzini was, I don't know if he was trying to man mark Joe Linton, but he was nowhere near on the wing. And they worked the 2-on-1 as perfectly as you want, to be honest. And even since then, I don't think we've been in their box since.
Absolutely. Get your comments in below. Let us know your thoughts on the game so far. Fredericks with a throw in.
Another throw in.
How would you rate the first 25 minutes, Matt?
I think the first 5-10 minutes we played really well, and then all of a sudden, like we let them have the ball. As I was saying, like anything inside their half, we sort of seem to back off and let them have it. We're happy to let them just sit on the ball and pass it about, and we haven't. So now we seem to be getting a couple of throw-ins in succession, and we're sort of trying to get some possession back, but. Yeah. We haven't seen the ball for the last 15 minutes. Since about the 10th minute, it's just been one-way traffic.
Yeah.
That's
the thing, though. Like the forward line, they've got a clever forward line, I could say. And obviously they could see our weaknesses. But, I mean, all in all, it's not the worst 20 minutes.
Free kick to Newcastle.
You're on 20. I'm on 25:45.
I'm about 15 seconds in front of you. It's not too bad. We've done all right. We've done okay, but much like in the other games, we haven't offered as much going forward as you'd like to see. We spoke about in the preview last night, we were saying about maybe playing Yarmolenko to get someone up around and nearer to Antonio.
St. Maxim again, and he's won a free kick in a good position. He's collected the ball pretty much halfway in at his own half, and he's literally just drove forward. He's done about 1 million step overs. He's got by the players. Declan Rice, to be fair to him, stuck to him, but he has filled him, brought him down. He's obviously looked for that free kick as well. He's been given a foul in a good position for Newcastle in Newcastle half.
As I said earlier, I don't know if it's worth maybe just telling Bowen or Lanzini you're in Fornals, just a man marking, just follow him. Maybe Fornals. Fornals, he seems to play number 10 at the moment. Tell him, just follow Maxim around the pitch.
Shelby crossing. Clearance. Well, that's what they're doing, though. They're feeding the ball through him, but then I suppose they've got the backup plan of Shelby, who, like we all know, can pass a ball from distance, no problem at all. So, what's it going out for? A Newcastle corner? He's given a corner.
It's a hard one, you know. It's again like you don't with especially like with Maxim and the way he's floating and the pace he brings, you don't want to commit too far forward because that plays into his hands. He wants that space because he knows maybe barring Fredericks, no one else will catch up to him. Yeah.
Is that Fornals back in the central position there?
Yes, this is what we're doing against Chelsea. It looks like Fornals is in the middle and Lanzini's on the left.
But they swapped very quickly, though, didn't they?
But I'm just wondering at the moment, if Fornals had been on the left-hand side, would they have had that? They might have still scored that chance. But I think Fornals, we've seen in the other games, even before the lockdown, when he's played on the wing, he's made more of an effort tracking back and he's doing more of the hard nitty-gritty. Not that Lanzini hasn't done it, it's just not something you associate with him. So when that ball come in, he's probably tucked in further than he wanted to be, and it cross coming and they scored. But we since I say the 10th minute, we've struggled to really have any sort of actual possession. And Newcastle
there's
to let us have the ball when we get it because they know they're going to get it back again.
There's a stat there: 48% in the last 10 minutes. The ball's been within our half, 48%.
Yeah,
centre circle, 46%. Leaving the rest up in Newcastle half. So, you know, we're on the back foot. Something we need to just do is get a hold of the ball.
Which we know we can do. We showed it the other day. But you fear when we concede, you fear that the heads drop. You know, we don't always... I suppose, like they showed the stat earlier, we've conceded, dropped the most points winning positions at 22. So if now we don't win today, if we draw today, that'll go up to 24. If we lose, it goes up to 25. And you think, where will we be with 20 extra points? Like,
Champions League position.
Yeah. Well, saying that, they showed you that I think Bournemouth was second on 20. Villa was third on 19, but fourth most drop points was Chelsea on 18 points. I think where would that put Chelsea with 18 more points? So it's not just the little teams that do it, but it's just, you know, why is it... It's almost every other game we seem to drop points from winning positions. We cannot hold it together or...
So West Ham went on the attack there. Fredericks tried to take on, is it Lascelles from Newcastle, but Joel Linton. So West Ham free kick. Jared Bowen about to take it. Great deliveries from him against Chelsea in the week. I know you're slightly ahead.
It's just nice to be on the ball for a little bit, to be honest. We haven't seen much of it.
Crossover, clearance, goes up high. Keeper, Shelby, got a hold of the ball in their own half, deep in their own half. It's not Shelby, it's out for a free kick to the Newcastle team. Anyone that's watching, I am actually being joined by my dad, Jim Baker. You will all recognise Jim.
Hello, guys. Hello, Matt.
You've missed something's happened there, Matt.
It was a good chance, but no, it's all right.
So was that Bowen win the ball back? I said that to you last night, didn't I? His ability to track back is fantastic, and he does make a strong effect. Who gets a hold of that in the midfield? Declan Rice pings it out wide to Lanzini. Is it Creswell? Oh,
yeah, that's what I was reacting. I was like, it was a good chance. Well played. Good save. Got in the mix.
Dad, 30 minutes into the game, what's your kind of brief thoughts on it, Dad?
Similar to what Matt was saying, I think the first 10 minutes there, I think we played really well, and then they just came at us with all guns blazing, didn't they, there, Matt? Yeah, I mean, we just got to keep. We're going backwards at the minute, but we've just got to see if we can come out from that. Get a hold of the ball.
Oh, that Creswell chance actually come off Bowen. Bowen got his foot on it, and it was actually a really good save from Dubravka.
Yeah. That was Newcastle there with an attack. And to be fair, Souček done well to clear the ball, but he's sitting down. But he's up again, so hopefully he's going to be doing all right for that. I don't know. We just need a player to come on or a player to just keep a hold of this ball and not panic. In a position, try and get a bit more possession. That was Bowen then with the chance, wasn't it? West Ham got a hold of the ball in the middle of the park. Diop moving forward, pass out to Fredericks, inside to Souček. Turns around, finds Declan Rice. Pings out wide, all the way to Creswell. Is that Antonio all the way out? No, who's that? Is that? Yeah, it is. All the way out in the wing. Lanzini cuts inside. It's back out to Antonio on the left wing. Cuts inside again. Dispossessed. But then we dispossess the ball again. Who was that tracking back? Fornals? No, Fredericks. Declan Rice in the middle of the park. West Ham getting up, keeping a hold of the ball just now. Oh, Fornals tried to feed the ball through to, I think it was Creswell, but Newcastle dispossessed, and now Newcastle on the counter attack. But we've got hold of the ball again. It's just a kind of typical project.
But at least we're getting some possession again.
Yeah.
You know, for a good 20 minutes there, we didn't get any possession, and that's what led to the goal and the constant pressure. But at least now we're having, you know, a good spell on the ball.
Antonio skipped by. Lanzini finds Fredericks on the right-hand side, cuts inside to Fornals, who finds Fredericks again, down deep, crosses over, good cross. Newcastle player, the gatekeeper, gets a hold of that ball. But yeah, Matt, you're making a valid point. We're getting a hold of the ball. We're keeping a bit more possession. That's happened in the last 5 minutes. That's better from West Ham. That's the kind of West Ham we want to see.
Well, not just that, it also means you're not chasing as much, because that's the problem, especially playing as many games. Like this is thing as well. You remember, this is their 5th game in 15 days or something. 4th game in 15 days, Newcastle, and they don't look leggy. So I don't know if that's going to have an effect in the second half. But you don't want to be chasing shadows all game, because then that is in the second half when you do start getting leggy. So even if it's just a 5-minute spell here or there, is a good way to do it, because it means you're not chasing shadows too much.
Just going to mute myself for a second, Matt.
Antonio's on the ball with a good run. Ooh, naughty little challenge from Dwight Gale. And he's gone in the book for it. Freaking out to West Ham, but it's not centrally, but it's probably about 40 yards out. You're not going to be shooting from there. You've got to try and work something, maybe a floated ball to the far post. I think Creswell's standing over it. And he's tried to whip it into the far post. I think it's gone for a corner.
What do you think of Dwight Gale? Quite like him. Young lad. He's kind of had a stop-start career, really, and he was bought when Newcastle went down. More people could have classified him as a championship player. But I think he's that sort of player. I don't know, he's a bit of confidence player. Get the ball delivered to him, he'll do a job.
He scored a lot of goals in the championship last year.
Yeah. Is that a corner?
He's an interesting one, Dwight Gale, because he's another one that will run his eye. He has got a decent finish on him. So I think they bought him from Palace. I remember he scored that year that Liverpool threw away the title. I remember he scored a hat trick or two in 15 minute spell at the end. Newcastle got someone on the floor here. Looks like
West Ham attacked. Diop headed the ball, but the keeper saved it. Now Newcastle going on a counter attack. As long as West Ham get men behind the ball, that's fine. But Newcastle players skipping by a few of them, shoots from distance. Fabianski clears up. How would you say, 38 minutes, 5 minutes before half time, Matt? What's your kind of judgment on the first half so far? Newcastle got players.
I think we done well the first 10 minutes. I'd say the next 20 minutes were theirs. But I think we've had the majority of the last 10 minutes again. So you'd probably say on the balance of play, 1-1's probably about fair. I wouldn't say on the balance of play either team really deserves to be winning. Not that it does us any favours, but it's been quite an even game. It's been a bit end-to-endy. Both teams, neither team's settling for a point. You can see that already, at least at this moment in time. Neither team's gone, no, a point will do us. Both teams look like they want to get the 3 points. It's not quite Man United Bournemouth yesterday, where it was goals every time someone went forward or an offside disallowed goal, but it's not a bad game. We've performed better than I'd expected this time last week.
Yeah.
I think you can see there is a bit of confidence come from the Chelsea game. And, like we said on the build-up, a draw wouldn't be bad. I can't personally see it finishing 1-1. I did, but a draw wouldn't be bad in this position. We got to try and make sure we offer something going forward, but we don't want to overcommit and get caught out the back. Which is, it seems to be the way we're playing. We do seem to be trying to offer stuff going forward, but making sure that we don't overcommit at the back, which is what we want to be doing.
Yeah.
But again, it seems to be the way Newcastle are playing as well, though. Newcastle don't seem to be trying to overcommit. And especially now, we're getting into the last 5 minutes before half time. I think you'll see it more. I wouldn't be surprised now if both teams sort of do regress a little bit. They're probably both think at this point, it's been an even game. 1-1 at half time might not be too bad. Because they're both not attacking managers, David Moyes and Steve Bruce.
Good
some managers would sit there and go, it's 1-1 at half time. We can nick a goal and go in front before half time. It'll be good. But some managers sit there and go, I don't want to, 1-1 at half time. We'll take that and rebuild for the second half. And I think the way these two managers are and the way they've played, I wouldn't be surprised if we do sit in 5 minutes' time and it is 1-1.
8 attempts. I don't know if you've seen that stat there, though, Matt. 8 attempts by West Ham, 6 for Newcastle, 4 on target for West Ham, 3 on target for Newcastle. Yeah, shows you that the game's a bit open. But we are getting more possession, though. We're keeping hold of the ball. Good play there now. Jaron Bowen out on the cuts inside, tries to cross in through the middle. Newcastle player defends and clears out for a throw-in.
Newcastle enforced sub.
Is that an enforced sub happening? Yeah.
Hayden's come off injured to replace by Bentaleb. Ex-Tottenham.
Matt, I'm going to leave you for 5 minutes so I can get a new setup because my neck is getting really sore sitting in this position. Just give me 5 minutes, okay, mate?
Yep, no worries. All right, West Ham with an attacking throw-in. Antonio's going to take a long one. Launched into the near post, easily dealt with by Newcastle. Declan Rice controls it. Closed down by Almiron, but went out for a throw-in. Thrown to West Ham, further back this time. I don't think they'll use the attacking throw-in of Antonio this time because it's probably about 40 yards out now. No, Fredericks is taking this one backwards towards Diop. He'll probably play across the... He's gone all the way back to Fabianski. Fabianski back out to Ogbonna. West Ham look to rebuild. 2 minutes before half-time. Newcastle seems to be letting us have it in their own half, not pressing particularly much or particularly with any interest. Ogbonna back across to Diop. Souček appears at right back. Souček with the ball down the line, looking for Antonio. Overhit. Drops to Shelby. Souček does recover it. Stabs it forwards. 4 hours, 25 yards out, running in on towards goal. Tried to play it behind for Antonio, but well cleared by the Newcastle defence. Thrown on the left-hand side. He overplayed it there for an hour. There was an easier pass to Lanzini on the wing, and there wasn't a lot of space in behind. Bowen with head at the back post. Is that a corner or is it a goal kick? Did Bowen win it? I think Bowen did. He was always struggling, jumping over the top of the fullback. I think he set it out for a goal kick way, way wide. It was never troubling the goalkeeper. Nice shot of David Moyes there, trying to give out more instructions. And Andy Carroll behind him on the bench. Still got the old ponytail going on. He's got rid of that awful, awful beard that he came back from lockdown with. It was a goal kick. 30 seconds and we'll find out how much added time we've got. I can't imagine it being a lot. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, that was unlucky. They tried to pick out Joe Linton on the left wing. He missed it. Hit Souček on the far. It's out for a throw-in on the halfway line. It's with the left back Manquillo to take. Take shorts Joe Linton.
That's me back, mate. Sorry to give you a hand. Just let me know what minute you're on and I'll catch up with you because I'm ahead of you now.
I'm on 40. I've just hit 45. Bang on.
Right, so I'm 45-28. 3 minutes into time.
Yeah. I'm on 45-15.
Just let me know when you're at like 28.
Now.
Cool.
So. Anyone going to go for that? There we go.
Has he gone down Newcastle boy injured?
Well, Diop just left a bit on him, to be fair.
Maxim's down as well. Maxim.
I think, I don't know. Almiron's back up. I think
he's down again.
Could this be the turning point? Because
Maxim looks like he's gone down.
He was waving his hand and he did not look happy. I don't know if he's just he must be an impact one on him. Almiron's got up and he's trying to walk it off, but he is limping heavily. Almiron holding his ankle. He got a bad one from Diop. Yeah, he did. I mean, he was facing the ground, but he was a bit studdy. Yeah, catch me up his foot. You know, these boots these days are made of paper, so that would have hurt. And Maxim just sort of might have had his knee opened up a bit from Fredericks coming across him.
Just a professional collision, really, isn't it?
That's all I meant was that, you know, they've both gone one way, and where he had his foot planted, his knee turned up, it looked like Diop may have opened the ligaments on his knee a bit.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, out of the two of them, I think you're more likely to see Maxim come off than Almiron, which could do us a favour. Not that you ever want to see anyone injured, but I think he might be all right. They're trying to get him back up on his feet. I think, I'll be honest, I think they'll try and at least get him. It's a minute to half time. Well, it might be 2 minutes because you might get an extra minute, but I think you'll see with both of them, nothing will happen before half time because it doesn't make any sense. He is struggling to walk off the pitch, Maxim, but even if they send him down the tunnel now and play a minute with 10 men, it gives the medical team 15 minutes to assess whether he's good to come back out or not. It doesn't seem particularly happy.
It doesn't look comfortable either, but like you said, they ain't going to make a substitution now.
No, it wouldn't.
Although
Professionally,
you can see Andy Carroll desperate. He's desperate.
Yeah, because you could drop Gale onto the wing and move Andy Carroll up front.
But the funny thing is, though, mate, like you, Newcastle wouldn't do that when Andy Carroll came on. If and when he comes on, they'd give him support. They'd play to his strengths.
Or it'd be that, or they'd move Almiron, because Almiron's the guy, the supporting guy at the moment, playing number 10.
Creswell inside to Lanzini. Lanzini's on the ball, cuts back to Declan Rice, who cuts back all the way to Ogbonna on the halfway line. Finds Declan Rice out on the left wing, cuts inside to Lanzini, tries to open up a bit of space for Fornals. Lanzini playing 1-2. Fornals through to Bowen. Bowen, Souček. Oh, my words. So Fornals has tried to win the ball back, but whilst he's done that, has taken the Newcastle.
That would be a booking. That would be. You're still about a millisecond ahead, but I'm surely that's going to be a booking.
How long?
You're about a second ahead.
A second?
About 1 second, yeah. But surely that's going to be a booking. But
Maxim isn't out. Maxim is. I haven't seen if he's come back onto the park yet, but
I haven't seen him.
This
but
potential injury is so close to half time that it'd be silly for
as I said, a minute, 2 minutes before half time.
Yeah,
they wouldn't. You'd play the minute with 10 men because
he's on the park.
He's on the park,
everyone.
But he's not. He's still not moving well. Right, give me 2 minutes. I'll be back.
So half time, everyone. West Ham 1-1. Get your thoughts in. Let us know your opinion on what you have saw. Do you think West Ham have played well, performed well? How do you think we've kind of fared up against Newcastle? You know, I don't think anyone really expected us to go 1-0 up so quickly. Great ball from Jared Bowen to find Antonio to get his second goal in 2 games. Like we said in the preview, we know that Antonio gets into the right positions at the right time. And yes, sorry guys. It's really keen to. He always gets in the right place at the right time. So obviously, if you put the ball on a platter for him, he'll always take that chance. Newcastle though fought back with a good goal from Almiron, and you know we know the threat that they've got. They've definitely got a good threat going forward. Kind of similar goal, supposed to Antonio, crossed over from the wing. The ball sneaked ahead of Creswell, Diop, and Ogbonna. No one was picking up Almiron, which is a shame, and he tapped the ball into the back of the net to make it 1 each. West Ham have had quite a lot of chances. I think we've had 8 attempts on goal. We've had 4 on target. Newcastle have had 6 attempts on goal, 2 on target as well. So I'm going to try and read you some of the stats. If I can get a hold of them, I think we're going to have a guest coming on. So first half, let's talk you through some of the highlights. Obviously, in the 3rd, 4th minute, good goal from Antonio. So Antonio finds Fornals, pings the ball out wide to Jared Bowen, who crosses in nice and low. Ball feeds its way through to Antonio, who smashed it into the top of the net. So a great goal from West Ham. That was followed by a John Joe Shelvey shot from distance. We know he's capable of hitting the target. He cuts inside, puts it onto his right foot, and then they contemplate a potential handball. But it's not a penalty. Not a penalty for me. Then you've got Dwight Gale, who steps up with a free kick from distance, but Fabianski, I mean, he probably made a little bit hard work of it to clear it, but he did clear it. Some of the comments coming in saying, yeah, Lanzini is playing. He's doing all right. Nothing major at all. Next kind of highlight was Pablo Fornals attempted from distance to shoot, but it was blocked from the Newcastle team. I think he gets a hold of the ball again. But yeah, nothing really kind of came of that. Then in the 16th minute, Almiron scored for Newcastle. So St. Maxim finds the boy out on the right-hand side, crosses in low, ball skips by the two West Ham defenders again, which we're kind of known for, and scores. So yeah, West Ham won, Newcastle won. West Ham obviously away from home. Hopefully we've got a few guests coming on. I know we're missing some of the familiar faces, but here we go. We've got the first one coming on, and it is Cess. Cess, mate, what's your thoughts?
To be honest, it's not been a bad game. I just feel that ever since we went 1-0 up, I feel like Newcastle literally have took control of the game. Have pretty much, I wouldn't say like dominated. I feel they've been on top of us like majority of the game, and then it just went a bit flat like the last like 10 minutes of the game. To be honest, I think not Creswell. I mean Fredericks hasn't had a bad game. Like surprisingly, I'm like Fredericks is Frederick. I literally will get on his case, but I feel he's not had a bad game. With the goal that they scored, I think there's been like a miscommunication between Lanzini and Creswell. So because it looked like Lanzini has shouted something to Creswell, and then like all of a sudden Creswell's not gone to the man, and all of a sudden like that's where the goals come from. Really, it's a bit of miscommunication. Do I feel we need to change something up? I feel that we need to probably give it like 5-10 minutes, and then probably need to change it up. To be honest, as well as a few players have not been in the game, but other than that, it's not been a bad game. I'd say.
Alf, 1-0, half time. What's your thoughts?
Hey, all right, lads. Well, a bit of a topsy-turvy game, really, wasn't it? We sort of started okay, got a goal, which was fantastic, and then they sort of started to take over a little bit, and then the water break came, and then we sort of took charge ourselves. So I think it was a fair half, really, from both teams. Kind of wanted to play some open football, I think. At times, some mistakes made, but some decent football at times, and 1-1 I think was a fair result, really, for the first half.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Says you would take one control right now if it had to happen. Although the game does feel like it's very open. There's been plenty of chances. What would you do for the second half?
Absolutely. I said at the start. I said it'll be 2-2. To be honest, I still think it's going to be 2-2. So I just feel that in the second half, I think it will open up in the second half. But I still think we do need to make like probably about 1 or 2 changes at the moment. But we'll just see how it goes. Like 5-10 minutes in. But other than that, that's all I can really say, man. To be honest.
What would you do for the second half? To be honest, Cess, I mean, what changes would you see changes happening very quickly, or do you think Moyes will kind of wait to just see how the start of the second half pans out?
He'll wait to see how the second half pans out. Like I said, he'll give it a bit of time. I think he'll probably take off Fornals, and then he'll probably get Yarmolenko on as well at some point.
You could actually see the Yarmolenko connection. If I'm playing up top, supporting a bit of Antonio. I mean, Jared. Talk to me about Jared Bowen. I mean, he tracks back. He's a workhorse, mate, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. I like his work rate. I really do. I think with him and Fredericks, I think he's been working at the moment. There seems to be something good going on with him. Like I said, Fredericks has had a good game. But the shame on the left side, it's been a bit disjointed. But yeah, like I said, when Moyes needs to just he's going to wait out probably about 5-10 minutes. But
both goals were kind of pretty similar to each other, but it's one each at St James's Park. I mean, we don't have the greatest of history really at St James's Park, but
No, I could say that we've been to a few of them games. I can tell you that. Yeah.
can you see Moyes making the same substitutions? I mean, is that too predictable?
To be honest, I'm not sure if he is going to make the same substitutions. I think he's just going to see how everything goes at the moment. So will he make it? I'm not quite sure. He might switch it up. He might surprise us and put like fucking EA on. You never know. So you just don't know. Really.
We do have a run of games coming up. We've got 4 games in 13 days. I think it's inevitable we're going to see changes. I mean, his last game he made 4 changes. So I think, as Nigel said in the team news build-up, that he now holds a historic event at West Ham by making 4 substitutions. The only manager that has ever made 4 substitutions for West Ham. Yeah. So he certainly made history there. How do you rate our performance in the first half in total then?
I'd say probably about a 5 or 6. It was, like I said, it's not been bad, but it hasn't been great. You know.
Yeah.
It's just been a bit in the middle. It's been a bit meh.
Yeah. Matt, you've been with me, obviously, watching the game. We've managed to get in sync with each other. You got anything to add at halftime?
I just hope we don't regress again like we did the start of. Like, we scored, and then we went into our shell for like 20 minutes, didn't touch on the ball. And at that point, you were thinking, oh, they're going to score again.
Yeah.
Once we got onto the ball, yes, they still had their opportunities coming forward, but it was more of an even game. You felt more confident. And I think they need to do that. I don't think this sitting back works for the players we have. I think they want to get forward more, not necessarily overcommit, but they want to do more attacking football. I think he needs to, I don't think he will, but I think he needs to at least bare minimum swap Lanzini and Fornals around. I think Fornals will give more defensive cover for Creswell, because Creswell's been continually exposed on that left-hand side.
Yeah.
For as much as Lanzini did track back the first game, he's not making the same impact defensively this game. Is it against Chelsea?
Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that. That's where the communication comes, because that's where the first goal come from. It's come from them two, to be honest. Well, also it come from who was marking Almiron, because he was wide open.
Ghosted in. No one picked him up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no one picked him. Yeah.
It will be interesting to see if, just before half time there, 2 of the forwards for Newcastle kind of looked like they picked up a little injury. St. Maxim did hobble off in the first half. I know they would have not made the substitution before that, but I was just going to say that really won't make a difference, considering they've got the main man they call Andy Carroll on the bench. Do you fear him, Sis?
The big man.
It's just... You know, it's one of them situations where it's like, he hasn't scored in a long time. He's against his former club.
38 games he hasn't scored.
38 games. You just know something ridiculous is going to happen. And it wouldn't surprise me if, like, a corner happens and then, like, Andy Carroll's against Fornals.
90th minute Andy Carroll winner. Yeah.
Fornals is marking Andy Carroll or something, something ridiculous. And then Andy Carroll beats him and it's...
Well, let me explain some of the stats to you in the first half. Newcastle had just under 58%. West Ham just had over 42% possession in the first half. But West Ham had a total of 9 shots, 4 on target, to Newcastle's 6 shots and 3 on target. West Ham have got a 77% pass completion rate with 135 passes from 174 attempts. But you're always finding here now that on the opposition side that they are. It doesn't matter what side you're coming up against, that they're keeping possession against West Ham, whether they're above us or below us. Seems to be our style of football. We don't mind the team coming towards us. It frustrates 11 daylights out of me, but we certainly don't mind that. Changes, Matt. Would you like to? What's the first change? We just need to hope that Moyes doesn't go too late with it. But what change would you like to see?
I think it'd be Lanzini. I would go for Yarmolenko, but I think he'll go for Wilshere again.
Yeah.
And drop Fornals out onto left wing. I would personally do it now, but I think it'll be like 65th, 70th minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, players are out warming up. They've just done a bit of a link on Andy Carroll and Yarmolenko. So 2 players that have got the potential to make big game-changing decisions in it. So I think it's going to be another game potentially where substitutions will have a massive effect on the game. There's going to be so much emphasis, I suppose, on the Villa game as well against Liverpool. If Liverpool can do us a favour today and bounce back and take the points away from Villa, that will be doing us massive favours, and it will make a point feel like 3, I suppose, today, if we can at least rely on the Liverpool doing us a favour. But that's the teams coming back out now. It doesn't look like there's any substitutions. It looks like Newcastle have brought out their starting 11. And I think West Ham will be doing the same as well. So no players are injured. Cesc, Lanzini. Talk to me about Lanzini.
I don't know, mate. It's not much really to say to him at the moment. To me, it hasn't really done much for me. Probably, I don't know. It's probably. I just don't know. I just don't know with him at the moment. I just don't know with him. I'll be honest with you. There's no words I can say at the moment to say what Lanzini has done at the moment, because I feel it hasn't been. I just feel like he hasn't done much for us. I'll be honest with
you. Game's about to kick off for the second half. West Ham kicking off. Cesc, what minute are you? Well, let me know when the game kicks off, just out of interest to know.
I think I'm just behind because they're just coming out right now for me.
I'm
Gerald Bowen on the camera.
I'm slightly behind you again. I don't know how this has happened.
So I've kicked off and Ogbonna's kicked out wide.
Yeah.
See, I've got Antonio on the screen right now.
Yeah, same.
Oh, sorry. Just West Ham on the attack straight away. Sorry, before right, that's fine. What do you want to do, Cesc? You want to stay? You want to go and watch it, and we'll catch up with you after, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with you after. Yeah.
Good man. Okay, mate. Take it easy. Thanks for coming on.
I've just kicked off.
Easy. Nice one.
No, Matt, I'll hold off. What minute are you on?
I'm on 45:12.
Wow, it's jumped a good 30 seconds now. So
yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh, do you know what? I'll hold off. It's fine. Let me know when you're at 45:43. Get your comments in below. Let us know your thoughts on the game so far. What was your thoughts in the first half? I mean, there was some positives to take from it, but it was pretty neutral, to be honest. More possession from Newcastle. Just hope.
Go.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your seconds? 49.
49. Yeah.
Right. Cool.
It's like 1 or 2 seconds out. That's fine. I guess they've obviously managed to patch up St. Maxim. It'd be interesting to see how he does this second half.
Newcastle on the attack. Things out right. Goals low. Oggy clears for a corner. Sorry for interrupting you there again. But Newcastle have kind of come out the second half on the front foot. They're definitely attacking the Creswell side.
Yeah.
But he is lacking that support, I suppose, from Lanzini.
He's not getting the same support that Fredericks is getting from Bowen.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to put it. Like I said.
What player would we have that would offer him that support?
Fornals does it. Fornals, if you tell him to do the job and sit back and do it, he will do it. That's why I said.
But it defeats the purpose, really, of doing that with Fornals, isn't it? Because then you lose everything that you brought him on for,
But for now, I wouldn't make a sub. I'd just swap him and Lanzini round.
Yeah.
Give Lanzini that free role in the middle. Because don't forget, when we started, there was a point in December, like in Christmas and January, when Fornals was our best player, playing on left-hand side. It's just, for whatever reason, he's decided Fornals is better through the middle and Lanzini's better on the left.
Yep.
But as Newcastle come forward here, Lanzini's playing centre mid. He's not playing out on the left. And if they switch it, he's not there.
That's them going down the right-hand side again. So Lanzini is trying to track back. St. Maxim's on the ball. Deep into the West Ham half. Almiron shoots from distance. Goes wide.
It's not necessarily Lanzini's fault because he's not a defensive player.
Yeah.
So he doesn't think I need to be looking over my shoulder to watch where the fullback's going when he goes past me. His thing is just...
But you don't understand it. You think to yourself, then maybe just swap the two of them, put them back, put Lanzini in the middle and behind Antonio, give him that support, put Fornals out on the wing where he seems to pick up a little bit.
Obviously, Moyes is happy enough with what he's seen that he doesn't want to change it.
Antonio wins the ball again, but the problem is he wins the ball and then no one's
For no one. Well, literally what we spoke about last night on the preview. You know, make sure his body's around him.
Lanzini through central. He's got the ball. It cuts inside. Tries to find a West Ham player. Goes out wide to Ryan Fredericks. Picks up the ball just outside the 18-yard box. Finds Jared Bowen, who's now through central. Finds Declan Rice in the middle of the park. West Ham on the front foot here. Keeping a hold of the ball. Lanzini in the middle of the park. Gets a hold of it. Finds Souček. Souček back to Declan Rice in the middle of the park again. Looking for movement. Fornals through the middle, but gets dispossessed quite easily there.
That was poor. That was not strong enough.
Declan Rice, great play there.
Oh, well played, Rice.
Yeah, good disposition there. Maxim went forward.
Wasn't strong enough in Fornals.
Yeah.
I know that he had a man on, but you've got to give a bit of strength. Make it at least a challenge for him to win the ball first.
Yeah.
Don't just let him step across you. Like, I don't know if he didn't get a shout, but it was well recovered. Good recovery run and tackle from Declan Rice there. Again, showing why we rate him as high as we do and why everyone else is now started looking at him.
How important is it to keep Declan Rice this summer?
For me, I'd try and do everything I could to keep him. Like, I'd sell Anderson if it meant I could keep Declan Rice.
Just quickly, Mark, it is quite funny actually, but I mean, see to be Mark, we watching the game without doing these watch longs is hold on a second, Antonio with a big long throw, Diop wins it. We just decide to do these for a bit of banter. Yeah, it takes a bit of time. You know, I could jump ahead 30 seconds and ruin the game from that, but I opt to try and pause it and keep it in sync. So yeah, we're pretty much in sync. And I know you're having banter as well, Mark.
It's, I think it's sort of, this is the second half started the way sort of most of the first half.
Through for Antonio.
Antonio. He's not going to get that.
Player, defender, clears, does
well
really
covered.
Well.
It's too far in front of him. But I think it's been a mixture of the first half, the way the first half went, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, both teams looking to attack, both teams doing well when they've got the ball.
Oh, good play there from Fornat. Out wide to Antonio.
No one's in the box.
But no one's there. That's the problem, though.
If Antonio comes to get the ball, yeah.
Antonio has to come and get the ball.
If he comes wide to get it, there's no one in the middle to...
And who's up top?
Yeah. At least if you had someone else playing alongside him, that would then be someone there to do it. I know you saw at the end there, Souček and Bowen were making runs to try and make the men up in the middle, but Fredericks. Well played up, Bonner.
But you know what we're seeing here is West Ham. You know, Newcastle came out the second half, starting on the front foot, but West Ham got a hold of the ball very quickly again, and we're keeping possession. But Newcastle on the attack here. Fredericks goes for a clearance, but we're seeing West Ham keeping a hold of the ball, keeping a hold of possession, pressing a little bit more, putting a bit more pressure on the Newcastle defence because it's definitely there for the taking. And that's a more positive sign.
It is for both teams. I think maybe that's what managers may have said at half-time. You know, it is there for the taking for either team. Whoever wants this in the second half has got, you know, anyone can go and take this game. Whoever wants it more will probably win it.
Yeah. Who wants to take a gamble?
Yeah, because it is very even. You know, both teams are looking to get forward, but then they're not overcommitting. They don't want to get exposed at the back. And it's going to be who wants it more. Who takes that gamble?
Yeah.
You know, it'd be interesting to see when Moyes decides to make some subs. Obviously, Newcastle only got 2 stoppages left. because they already made one for sub in the first half. We've still got a full allocation of 3 stoppages, but
Lanzini just.
Ooh, that was going to be a play from the. Don't know, is that Bentalo?
Lanzini's just lacking so much confidence out in that side. Just
ball
got dispossessed off him. He just didn't. He looked reasonably weak. Great
well
tackle.
done, Oggy. Hammer of the year right there. Oh, Fornal's turned into trouble. Lanzini just pulled out of that tackle. Well done, Rice. Problem is, I look at Fornal's now. Look, Antonio's had to come out on the wing here.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a foul, yeah. But you notice that Fornal's gave the give and go, but Fornal's there would have only been the only player forward. Because yet again, Antonio had to pull out onto the wing to try and get the ball.
See, he's talking to Mark Noble there. It looks like maybe Nobes is coming on. Bit. Don't know what's going on there. Kevin Nolan's currently talking to Mark Noble, and Mark Noble looks like...
I could see, you know what? I could see him come on for Lanzini. Because a couple of games that Moyes has been in, even in near the end of Pellegrini's reign, there was times when they were getting Noble to almost play the centre attacking mid and be the guy that's up around centre forward.
So do you think...
If he's only got to run around for like half an hour...
Great ball from Bowen.
Do
you think bringing Noble on would allow Jared Bowen to go up top and support Antonio?
I think it will be for Lanzini and it will force Fornals out onto the wing and we'll push Noble up alongside Antonio.
Push who up?
Noble. I think he'll go and play centre attacking mid. He's done it before this season. Just to be the man to get his foot on the ball when we're trying to relieve the pressure. He can run around for half an hour, Noble. It'd be no problem. Like, he can run around full pelt for half an hour. So if you want someone that's going to be busting a gut to get up alongside Antonio the whole time...
Ross cross in, falls deep. Collects it.
Well played. Good take from the Brackler. I mean, that's where I assume it's going. It's going to be Lanzini, but until he actually comes on, we won't know. Oh, slip from Rice.
That's a foul. It's given a foul.
I'll be honest, that was a bit harsh. The contact seemed on first glance minimal. It looked like Deck. He did. Yeah, I can put it this way: if it had been the other way round, and that was like Antonio going forward, and he got like penalised for that, I'd have been effing and blinding. I thought it was a bit weak. I can see why the ref gave it. See now again, Antonio's out here on the left wing. So who's playing up front?
It's Bowen, mate. Bowen's out.
But
Antonio out the wing. This pretty much the second half.
It's nothing against Bowen, but
gets cleared. Is that a decision if they actually moved him to the wing?
What? I think it's just a tactic of over-committing on one side. So, like, say, if Antonio pulls out onto the left, Bowen as the left winger, Bowen as the right winger, he's expected to make up the numbers putting on the far post.
Lanzini tries to find... that was unlucky. Tries to find Creswell, but ball just traps in behind him. Creswell made the run.
Go on, Oggy.
Go on, Oggs.
Go on, Oggy.
Oh.
What he's got a roll up all of a sudden. What's he getting mad about? He seemed to lose his rag a bit there, old Bonner.
Noble's coming on. Let's see. Lanzini.
Yeah. Fornals will go to the left wing. And Noble, or he's actually changed to a 4-3-3. That's an option.
Grab the captain's armband from Deckers.
You know, you could see Souček playing left and Declan playing right of midfield three, Noble in the middle.
Yeah, Noble straight up.
See? Yeah. He's going to be the one that's expected to push up and get up with Antonio, which is, I think, that's unlucky. Bit of slip there from the fullback. I think that's what they wanted Jack to do, Wilshere, when he come on against Chelsea, but he didn't really get that far forward. Maybe it's the organisational stuff. Maybe he wants more shouting, more commanding on the pitch. Because obviously we know that Noble will give out commands and put everyone together, and maybe he's not happy with that aspect of the game, although...
Oh, has he gone for a shot? I don't know. It's just a bit messy there. So check.
He just put his foot through, didn't he? They were both going in. He just fully committed.
That had the potential to be dangerous, though, for him.
I think he's hitting with his instep. So I think if anyone would have been in trouble, it may have been the defender, because there was no studs showing. But I think it was just an old school tackle, wasn't it? Both of them fully committed. None of them looking to hurt the other person. Don't see enough in the Premier League anymore. Oh, good ball from Shelvey.
Is yet. Newcastle on the attack, finds Joe Linton on the left. It's just on the edge of the 18 yard. Finds
nice 1-2 for Shelvey.
Oh, they shoot.
Missed control from Shelvey and Alberon. He was never in a... On his left foot, the angle of his body, he was never in a position to shoot that Almiron. I think that's what Shelvey's having a moan about. It was very good, little bit of interplay between Newcastle there. But he's always going to struggle to score from that position, Almiron. It's interesting, though, that I think we made... Well, I say the first sub. They made a sub in the first half for an injury, but it's interesting that Moyes actually made the first proper change this game.
Yeah, we've made the first move this half. You can see that we're sitting further up, though.
Maybe Moyes has realised we can get 3.0 as well.
Oggy.
Good foot in.
Yeah, it does well. Clears the ball.
That's not a foul.
He's given a foul, isn't he?
Was he given a foul? Was he just stopped the play? Well, Baller won the ball and then Almiron held him after the tackle. I don't see how you can give... Let's have a look at this again. All right. Almiron's won the tackle. He's raised his foot a bit.
Oggy's cleared the ball.
And it's his follow through.
Before he stands up,
he's
raised and he's caught the player. But he's fine, he's up. Almiron always reminds me of that movie Goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Santi Martinez or something like that.
It was like that, yeah.
Yeah, basic header. Clear. Fabianski's got a hold of the ball. 60 minutes in, second half so far, Matt.
Again, I think this 15 minutes has been a summary of the whole 60. It's very much both teams seem to be happy letting the other team have it. Both teams are happy in possession. Both teams are trying without really creating as much. Both teams to be happy to play it in possession until they get pressured and then play it long and try and win it up the pitch. If it continues like that, I can see Carroll coming on and that could make a difference for them. Because we all know that if on his day he is unplayable in the air. Newcastle on the attack. Back to Maxim. Haven't really seen him this half yet.
There he goes.
Oh.
Doing his trickery. Newcastle.
And there is Fornals, as I said. Fornals right at the back. And that's a goal kick.
No, I think on a corner, yeah.
Tips off Fornals. But that was the point I was trying to make about Lanzini, is that Lanzini wouldn't be that far back doing the defensive duty. And here comes the big men from Newcastle up from the back. Although we're not exactly a short team ourselves. So
no, we're not.
It doesn't look like man marking. It looks like area marking. I don't like it at all.
Zonal marking.
Yeah.
Fabianski won that really well.
Fabianski.
Yeah, absolutely.
The cell's blocking him off 3 times there, ref. Have a word.
Out to Noble. Noble now in the full-back position. Finds Antonio on the wing again, on the right wing this time. Jared Bowen back to Noble. Souček in the middle of the park. Looks out to Noble again. He's dropped a bit deeper. Souček again just inside the Newcastle half. So all the way back to Souček, who finds Fabianski.
Yeah, they've pressured us back to the goalkeeper.
Don't mind that though. As long as we're getting a hold of the ball, that's the key thing here. Okay, goes long. Who finds Antonio? Who chests it down? Newcastle player clears straight to Rice. No one can get a hold of the ball.
Come on, Pablo.
Just back and forth.
Have they managed to get out of that with the ball?
Yeah, Newcastle have got the ball now inside West Ham's half. St. Maxim on the right.
Antonio tracking back to go with him.
Goes out for a throw in.
Yeah,
I think
again, that little bit of play of nitty gritty tackles was like that. That sums up the game. That's what this game's been.
Yeah.
Neither team's managed to get a hold of the ball really dominantly. I think Newcastle had that 20-minute spell in and around when they scored. But I can't imagine it being much longer before we get some more subs.
I was just going to say, so talk to me. What next move would you make? Yarmolenko. Maybe a double sub, Yarmolenko, Wilshere. Good dispossession there by Souček.
I would take off. You got to be careful here because I don't think you can afford to take off Souček or Rice.
No.
So that means you're already looking at Fornals, Bowen, or Antonio.
Which I wouldn't want to take off Bowen or Antonio.
No, that's what I was about to say. It might be Fornals. In which case, thing is as well, we've got 4 subs left and we've got 2 stops. But Moyes doesn't make 5 subs, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I think next would be either Wilshere. I would personally go Yarmolenko. Go on, Creswell.
Crosses in, but finds nobody. Antonio kind of takes it.
That's a poor cross. There's no pace, there's no whip. He's just like side-footed it, lofted it into the box.
Rice, centre of the park, pings the ball over to Fredericks. Gets to the 18-yard box. He's looking for someone to give him something. He crosses over the ball low, and Newcastle player hit out for a
goal kick. Corner kick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, he done well in the end there, Fredericks.
Yeah.
It sort of looked like he was panicking at one point. He wanted a 1-2, there's no one there. And he just straightened him up. Got to the byline.
Yeah, I can skip
put a hard low cross in, which sometimes is all you want to do.
Absolutely.
Because you might get the deflection to go the other way. It might do the back of the net. So, yeah. He done well there. Bowen with the corner again.
Oh, it's off the crossbar. Does he scores?
Yes!
Souček!
Go on, Souček! Get in some.
Yes! Great
he
goal.
Is lethal at corners, mate.
For Bowen. Jared Bowen's corner goes in right across, deep over the...
Was it Antonio at the back post for the header? Or was it Ogbonna?
Rice.
Again, far post corner.
Declan Rice.
The crossbar. Bowen on the volley. That is a hard technique, by the way. It's coming back.
Declan Rice off the crossbar. Souček off the 6-yard line. Smashes the ball. Fantastic goal.
Brilliant technique because that is a hard goal to score. He's running away from on his back foot, on his left foot.
Absolutely.
Souček 2-2.
Brilliant.
Should be 3-2, but that's 2-2. I tell you, mate, we've got to get this deal done and get him over the line. I know it's automatic if we stay up, but we just got to make sure we stay up.
Yeah. I think we said it before this whole thing happened. You know, the 3 games he played prior to the stoppage of the season, he's improved our side, or improved that position. Newcastle on the attack here.
Got to get bodies across.
Oh no, he's through. Oh, it's 2 each.
Surely that's offside.
He's given it. It's 2 each.
Surely VAR's going to have a look. They've just gone straight down. Oh, West Ham. They've gone straight down the other end and scored.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Is he actually on site? Have they done the VAR yet?
Complacency. Let's have a look here. Down the wing where Creswell, no one tracking back. Ball crossed over. Augie clears. Doesn't clear it.
Fornals has played him on massively.
Oh, the 2. I know Fornals has played him on, but...
Massively.
Mate, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say it. Our central defence, they should be marking him. Was that Bowen? Did the ball hit?
Yeah, again, it's we. As I said, mate. I said this in the first half. We cannot hold a lead, and I just can't understand how we've just spent half an hour. We spent 20 minutes not giving them a chance. We score, and then we just give them a goal.
Yeah,
and it's just so frustrating. Yet again. I mean, don't get me wrong, mate. Maybe you're going to be bang on again. Maybe it'll be 3-2. You called it 3-2.
I did, yeah. But listen, we're at the drinks break, 68 minutes in. West Ham just went 2-1 up thanks to Souček, and Newcastle literally reacted immediately and scored. John Joe Shelvey, I don't really know what was going on there.
It all come back from, as I've been saying, is that we had to get someone to help overlap with Creswell. And Fornals has done it, and then Fornals hasn't pushed up. And the problem is, no one's looked along the line. And you notice they all, like, Fabianski didn't even dive. They all half stopped to put the hand up because Gale's 3 yards behind the fullback, the centre back, but Fornals doesn't run up. Look, he would be slap bang offside. Fornals, they just showed the replay. Fornals is standing with his hand up. Why has he got his hand up?
Yeah, I know.
Fornals can see he's in front of him. And it's just, yet again, it's poor, awful. I mean, is that even 60 seconds between the goals?
No, that's what they said there, 60 seconds.
Like you said, there's no need for the VAR. They've taken Dwight Gale off now for Matt Ritchie.
Yeah, Newcastle sub.
Which means Joe Linton will go down the middle. Also means they've only got one sub left. One stop. Oh, but Lazaro on as well. Fullback. And it's a big match for Ritchie and Lazaro. Who's Lazaro come on for? I missed that.
Don't let me. There you go, St. Maxim's off.
St. Maxim. I suppose he has had a bit of a quiet game.
Look how deep Antonio is. There's 3 players ahead of Antonio. He's so deep there.
Souček just left one in a bit on the fullback.
You know, there's chances to be had here. This is where I would make the substitution now. This is where, in my opinion,
we've got 4 subs left. We can make 2, and you're still sitting on 2.
The problem with the 2 is, for me, the one player I want to see come on is Yarmolenko, and the only player I can see Yarmolenko coming on for is Fornals, because then you can bring Yarmolenko up top. He's not going to change Noble because he's just come on. He can't change Rice. He can't change Souček. And in my opinion, to take off our only threat down the right-hand side in Bowen would be a boo-boo.
Yeah, I'd see it before now. So and that would then bring about a change of formation, I think.
Yeah,
you'd have to go 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Which, is he going to want to do that?
But then he doesn't even have...
Or is he actually going to bring on Fornals and play him on the... Is he going to bring on Yarmolenko and actually play him on the left wing?
Yeah.
Or put Bowen on the left wing? It's so... That 2 minutes just epitomises our season. You know, we've worked really hard. We've got the corner. Finally got a bit of luck. You know, off the crossbar. Fantastic rebound. And then straight down the other end, they score.
20 minutes to go. Newcastle on the attack. Good tackle by Fredericks to dispossess the Newcastle attack. Out for a Newcastle throw-in. Who's this coming on? Yarmolenko. Here we go. Big Yarma. What are we doing? I don't know.
He was offside, but that's...
Well, he was called offside. Yeah, so something's happened there, and Newcastle found their way through again.
They didn't see it on the camera, did they? They didn't even show it. I mean, he's miles offside. But I mean, I'm not sure about what Fabianski was doing there.
It's got to be, in my opinion, it's got to be Fornals. I mean, I don't think Fornals has done enough to stay on, to be honest.
Problem is, we can't take Antonio off, and unless he does Bowen again, which is what he did. Unless he does light for light, which he did last on the Chelsea game.
He's been a threat for us tonight, and he was a threat. To be fair, he was a threat the other night as well.
Yeah, so that's why.
I mean, he might because it could be a carbon copy substitution. That's the substitution that he
made against Chelsea.
He done his job, Jared Bowen.
Because it won't be Rice or Souček. Noble's only just come on. Lanzini's already gone. You won't take Antonio because he's
the back. Found Noble out wide to Fredericks inside the Newcastle half. Pings the ball through to Souček. Finds Fredericks again on the wing. Puts a bit of pressure on to Antonio. Newcastle get hold of the ball.
See, that situation there, Newcastle would have gone backwards, which you don't like going backwards, but it would have kept possession. Because Fredericks has just played like an impossible ball, hoping Antonio's going to do something with it. Sometimes you think it may just be better off going backwards.
Good tackle.
Yeah, the last time we won back-to-back games was August against Watford and Norwich.
Noble goes long for Bowen, but goes out for...
And even technically, that wasn't back-to-back games because we had a cup game middle that we lost.
Yeah.
Looks like it's just Yarmolenko on his own.
Yeah, there's just Yarmo.
So we've used 2 stoppages and made 2 subs. So unless he's going to make a triple sub last sub, yet again, he's not going to use all 5.
The thing is, though, like when he's needed to use the 5, it's different. But I don't know if I can't, because of the substitutions he has made already.
Oh,
I don't see the
on the ball
that double substitution just now. It's not needed.
I'm more thinking of the legs because it's the same team that played 3 days ago. So if you've got the opportunity to get fresher legs on the pitch,
yeah, I know.
Ball out to fullback.
This game's got an opportunity for both.
Rebound into the crowd.
This game's there for the taking, though, Matt.
It is. I'm not saying that, but it's just
we can't think about. I get the fact we need to think about Burnley, but equally, like, yeah, we could. West Ham sitting back, going for a point, will be a disaster for West Ham. It's 4 hours.
Oh, it's 1 hour.
Yep. Well, that's what we thought, though.
Well, it was going to be him or Bowen, wasn't it?
I'm glad though because Bowen's been the threat down the wing. So,
are they going to go 4-3-3, or how are they going to line up? Because now potentially,
I think they look like they're putting. I think he might be supporting Antonio.
So who's going to sit out?
So just for anyone that's watching, Al's has been substituted. Yarmolenko's come on. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, he is.
Bowen's gone over to the left.
No, Bowen's up top. Yarmolenko's out in the right. It looks like Yarmolenko's up top.
That position there looked like there's 3 of them up top.
I can't see. I need to.
The position they were standing, it looked like Bowen was left. Yarmolenko was right, and Antonio was down the middle.
Yarmolenko is up top, though, definitely. Yeah.
So that's Bowen over there on the left.
Bowen's out on the left, yeah.
Took one in the ribs. Just caught a ball in the ribs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Oggy, what is that? They got overloaded on the far side. Oh, the fullback, Manquillo. Richie. Straight into Fabianski. With that position there, it was Yarmolenko on the left. So maybe him and Bowen have swapped. Yarmolenko's playing left wing. Yarmolenko's playing right. Bowen's playing left.
Yeah.
But I think they will be expected to try and get further forward with Antonio.
Oggy goes for a big clearance.
See, why didn't we do that the first time, though?
Declan Rice out to Fredericks.
It does frustrate me sometimes. When you play a team that you know are going to press from the front, which Newcastle do,
yeah,
and they have been doing since the restart. See, now we're back at Fabianski, and he's going to play it long. So why didn't you just do it from the goal kick?
Yeah. Listen, if you are watching, we will be coming to you live with a review after the watch along. So you tune in.
Bit of play.
I think we've got Nigel coming back on for that as well.
Richie on the wing. Back into Bentaleb. Bentaleb to Shelby. Shelby to Lascelles. Shelby bringing it forward again.
I don't mind Shelby, mate. I really don't mind Shelby at all.
1-2 with Richie.
Great ball from Shelby.
Into the far post. No one's there. Yarmolenko just knock it down the line for Fredericks. He's come back inside. Back to Souček. Good ball. West Ham can try and break, although it's extremely slow to Noble. Oh, Andy Carroll's about to come on. Yarmolenko back to Noble. Noble on the halfway line. Switches it to Creswell. A couple of yards behind him, but okay. It's not really gone anywhere. Inside to Ogbonna. Ogbonna to Diop. Diop wide to Fredericks. Fredericks knocks it down the line to Yarmolenko.
Fine. So
Tomalenko inside to Souček.
Oh, bad ball.
Souček, under hit ball to Bowen. And Newcastle come back the other way with Ritchie. Well blocked for Fredericks. It's gone straight back to him though. Ritchie slowed it down. Inside to Bent Levin. Newcastle are now going to slow it down and go from the back. But notice how we're not pressing the back. Like, when we had the ball, they were forcing us to make a pass. Whereas we're quite happy at the moment to let them just pass it around and not force the issue.
Souček so far forward.
Maybe they've told him to be the one to support Antonio. The cells with the switching ball out to Ritchie, controlled. Back in around half again, back to Shelby, who's going to look up for a ball. So you cannot. He's done a short pass there, Shelby, but surely you know about his passing ability and you wouldn't just be backing off and giving him all the time he wants.
Yeah.
Again, Shelby, all the time in the world. Easy ball round the corner. And Newcastle looks to go forward again. Back to Shelby. Shelby again. So they made a little bit of pressure there. It made him go backwards. Someone took a little bit of pressure for Shelby to not be able to pass it forwards.
Souček up again.
Fullbacks, the cells back out to Kraft at right back.
To be fair, Souček's got the legs for that, hasn't he?
Yeah. Back to the cells. Back to Fernandez. That Shelby on the ball again, looking for that big raking ball.
Decent.
Control back Creswell.
Oh yeah.
Back to Fabianski. Fabianski clears it back up the pitch. You probably just give it back to Newcastle again. Sells controls it into Ritchie. Ritchie hoofs it up the pitch. Lazaro somehow controlled it against Creswell. Little tackle. Bedlev with a half skill. That's our ball.
Andy Carroll's about to come on for Newcastle. Here he comes.
The big man. Written in the stars.
10-minute cameo. Joe Linton's coming off.
Joe Linton.
He's been all right. Not the best performance from Joe Linton.
Well, he's a workhorse, isn't he? He's not necessarily an out-and-out goal scorer.
Let's see how
He'll go straight down the middle, Andy Carroll.
Going to quote with this man here. 4 assists this season. Going West Ham. Mark Noble on the attack. Cuts inside. Goes out wide to Yarmolenko.
There we go. Where's the Fredericks for over that?
Ball. Cuts. Shoots. Oh my God. I don't know what it was. Shot from distance or cross from distance. Souček diving header.
Good save. Comfortable save.
Yeah.
Good header, but he's always going to struggle to get a goal there unless he got it right in the corner. Running across it, he couldn't get enough angle on it.
Great delivery though, mate. Great delivery. Good
delivery, cut with his left foot from Yarmolenko. Decent header from Souček, but it's always going to be a struggle from there. Shelby again on the ball. I don't know how many times I've said his name in the last 4 minutes.
The amount of conversations I've had to you regarding Shelby in the past, Matt.
It's never been his passing ability.
I've said I would take him, no problem at all.
It's the work ethic that I always think he's not a grafter.
Andy Carroll with the layoff to Almiron.
The foul.
Augie's down.
He's up.
Comments are coming in here thick and fast. But yeah, mate, Bowen is a workhorse. I did not expect this style of play from him to work, track back, defend, but also be in the right place at the right time in the forward position. He's definitely got that ability to go back and forth. So,
see what I say about the pressing. Look how high they're pressing us at the moment, and we just haven't been doing that at all.
Yeah.
From just inside their half, we've gone back to the goalkeeper.
People question saying just 2 subs again, though, but
yeah.
For this particular game, I'm not really sure. Apart from the substitution,
the only one you can really make would be Bone. Go on, Antonio. Go on. Oh,
that's a goal kick.
Don't know what Antonio was mad about. You could see on the camera he kicked the ball between his legs. Unless it didn't happen, it always looked like it was the corner. No, it should have been a corner unless he gave a foul. What did he give the foul?
What they've put up in the telly right now is West Ham's remaining fixtures: Burnley on Wednesday, followed by Norwich away, Watford at home, Man United away, and then Aston Villa at home.
Which is, it's. Should we say the words? It's in our hands.
Oof! How many times has it been in our hands before in the past?
If we go down from this position right now, let's say this finishes 2-2, we'll be 4 points off the bottom 3 before Villa play, with a better goal difference making it essentially 5 points. So if we can't get 2 wins from them 6 games,
good.
Then
Yarmolenko from distance. What a save!
Oh,
Jared Bowen from distance. It goes out for
no, he's absolutely. That's not goal. That's a goal kick, isn't it? That's a corner. It's a good shot from Yarmolenko, but I think it was explosive.
Ball was fed through the middle. Yarmolenko played a back pass to Souček, who then played a back pass to Yarmolenko, who shot from distance. Keeper saved really well.
Yeah, straight down the middle though. There was a bit of movement on it.
That's
it wasn't
the sort of play Yarmolenko likes.
Yeah.
Right place, right time. Shoot from distance. Got a left foot. West Ham corner. Let's see what happens from here.
That's corner.
Jared Bowen again.
Whips it into the back post.
Mate, great corner.
No.
Bowen's in the back post to win that.
I think we're so used to balls not reaching the back post that we don't commit enough. Like, he can clearly drop it on the back post every time.
Yes, the team are shocked.
Because normally you get Anton or Lanzini and it's like hitting the front post and you're lucky if it goes any further.
Yeah.
Big game Tuesday, Watford Norwich. I think if you know that Bowen can drop it on around the back post every time, your 3 biggest guys should be going to the back post.
Bowen again on the left.
Come on, Bowen. Lazaro chasing him back.
Wins a throw in.
Yeah. Coming into the final 5 minutes. I mean, we said before the game about a draw. You're still on. You could still be on for your prediction at the moment. 3-2 win again.
See? Just got to feed the ball to Yarmolenko. I mean, he's confident.
Noble in the corner. Don't know what he's planning on doing from there. I think we're still getting away the throw in, but it's not a goal kick. So, see, why are they all backing off? You need to keep people up. Keep them pressured in. At least a couple of them. Keep 3 players forward. Masuaku there in the background. Hopefully we don't see him. He's not one guy I'm particularly keen on. Carroll Souček there. 2 of the big boys fighting it out.
West Ham throw in on the halfway line. Come on, West Ham. 5 minutes to go. It's been a good game of football, actually. Quite enjoyable.
Yeah, it's been a lot better than I thought from both teams. But again, as we said, Newcastle have been scoring goals and attacking since the restart. I think the second goal, I don't know what happened there. We gave them that goal, but it's a goal's a goal. And
this is the first I'm watching the game with my 4-year-old. Freddie, say hi, Freddie.
Hi.
Hi, Freddie.
Hi.
Oh, it's unlucky from Souček there.
Souček.
I mean, he couldn't. It was going to struggle to score from that position.
No, yeah, goal kick.
But he scores goals. He gets himself in the box, doesn't he, Souček?
Souček is a threat because he is such a versatile player, John. I totally agree with you, mate. He's quality box to box player. He's just got the ability to track back and also get forward, and that's something I didn't expect, I suppose, also in Jared Bowen. So 2 great additions to the West Ham squad. Definitely.
Well, 1.5 as long as it's 2 as long as we stay up, which we should stay up.
That's true.
And then 20 million total? I think they'd have paid for Souček.
Yeah.
It was like a 3 million loan fee and 17 million.
16 attempts.
16 attempts this game. So at least we're actually having shots.
Yeah, at least we're moving forward. 7 on target as well. Souček, I mean, he hold up plays
well played.
as well.
It's Yarmolenko.
Oh, that's all fine. Declan Rice got hold of the ball. Yarmolenko tries to go long, but mistimes the pass.
He didn't get the height on it. Kraft comes forward. Good little touch there from Creswell to hold the ball up. Well played from Noble. Well run. And then Deck brings it forward.
Go on. That's a position I like West Ham to be in. Go on, find Souček.
Inside Souček wide to Antonio.
Bowen.
Antonio wide to Bowen.
Go on.
Squaring up Shelby.
Oh.
Good defensive work from Shelby.
Good, everyone say hi to you. Say hi.
Hi.
2 minutes to go. It's Yarmolenko time, isn't it?
Corner to West Ham. Let's have a look.
Or is this Souček time again?
Elbow on the corner. These are the ones you expect to never meet the first man.
Oh, why? I know it's on the other side, but why? Come on, Nobes. Put a half decent corner in for once.
Huh?
Huh?
Well, he's won it back. Antonio dispossessed the keeper. Yarmolenko out wide. Cuts inside. Good cross. Clearance from Newcastle.
Good clearance. Fredericks just up and under, looking for Bowen. Controlled it. Oh, good covering from Lazaro.
Where's
Plays it down the line. Good inside pass.
Where's the time
Andy
ticker?
Carroll. It's disappeared. It has actually gone, yeah.
Oh, wow. What a head.
Good head, Boggy.
He is literally just taking the player out and headed the ball at the same time.
Newcastle switch across to the left back.
I know.
It doesn't help that there's no timer now because you don't know. I know it's got to be 90th minute by now.
Richie for Newcastle in the middle of the park.
Inside to Bentaleb. To Almiron, who's dropped deep. Back to Bentaleb. Back wide to the wing to Shelby. Shelby pinging it long, looking for Andy Carroll.
And Oggy
with a good header. Souček flips on.
Go on, this is the position I like us to be in. Deckers. There's Yarmo, use him! So slow!
Rice keeps possession. Out to Bowen. Bowen back to Rice. Rice back to Bowen. Bowen looking for support. Wide to Creswell. Back to Rice. The quickness of that counter-attack's gone. Inside to Noble. Noble back up all the other side to Fredericks.
I have no idea what the time is because I don't have a ticker on it.
No, the ticker's gone. It's not just you. I think it's actually gone.
Through the
Inside
middle.
to Yarmolenko.
Oh.
Yarmolenko looking for Fredericks. Poor ball. Hoof down the middle. Bonner brings it under the chest. Back to Creswell. Creswell plays it forward. Deflected. And Shelby now out to the fullback. Newcastle come forward again into Almiron.
If you are tuning in, we'll be coming to you live after with a review.
3 more minutes of injury time.
Make sure you do tune in to our review after the game. It'll be a separate video, so make sure you do tune in. We'll have some guests coming on.
Shelby getting pressed by Noble. Little forward in, passing the gap to Carroll. Back to the centre back. No one's closing him down. Fernandez giving him all the time he wants for a ball. Out to Manquillo at left back. Manquillo to Shelby again. Shelby to Bentaleb. Bentaleb back to Fernandez at centre back. Shelby again. Across to Lascelles. Lascelles back to Shelby. Shelby, big long raking ball to Lazaro. Creswell wins the header. Declan Rice to the second header. Creswell up and out. Down the touchline, hit the halfway line, and thrown to Newcastle. 2 minutes to go. I can see this being it now. There's 2 minutes to go. Neither team looks.
Let's have a look and see what that does in the league. With 2 minutes to go, I know we know it's not all over, but as current standings go, Makes West Ham 4 points. Puts West Ham 4 points ahead.
Basically 5 of the goal difference. I think we got 9 goals on Bournemouth and 4 goals on Villa.
Yeah. We have 1 minute to go, guys, of injury time.
1 minute.
Then we'll be coming to you live with a review.
Down in our left back position with Creswell. Creswell looking obviously just straight down the line for Antonio. Antonio with the flick. Noble with an up and under that was awful. He'd been better off playing it to Fredericks, but obviously last minute they're looking just clearances and not looking to attack. I think we've probably settled on this point, and I think if there's one more chance, I think it's going to go to Newcastle. Throw down the line, look for Carroll. Carroll brings it down against Ogbonna, loses that to Creswell. Creswell down the line. Bentley wins it back.
I've just seen, guys, that's full time, Matt. I've just seen it's full time.
Full time 2-2. So, yeah,
There you go. Newcastle 2, West Ham 2. Good performance by West Ham. What we'll do is we'll take our time and we'll come back to you with our review after the game. Myself, Matt, I think we're going to be joined by Nigel. But what we have got is the league that's shown up there. So West Ham currently sits 16th with 31 points. Just below us is Watford with 28, and then Aston Villa with 27, Bournemouth with 27. But like Matt said, the goal difference there was different. Big gaps there. So, yeah, I thought we played well, and I thought, do you know what? If we'd have won that game, it would have been deserved. We definitely didn't deserve to lose it. We didn't lose it, sorry, but we would not have deserved to lose it. So, yeah, pleased with that performance. Definitely a good point. I think both myself, you and Matt said before the game started, we would have definitely taken the point.
Yeah. I said, if you'd have said before the Chelsea game, if you'd have said Wednesday morning between Chelsea and Newcastle, we get 4 points.
Yeah.
We'd take bit your round off. But, of course, like I said in the preview, we did it the wrong way round. We went and beat Chelsea and got the point at Newcastle. But we're undefeated in 2 games. And when was the last time we had that?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Let's bring to you. We'll come off just now, Matt, and then we'll come back to you with our review of the game. We'll get some stats, etc. And Matt, we'll see you in about 5-10 minutes, yeah?
Yep.
Good, no worries, mate. See you soon, mate. Cheers for that. See you guys soon. Make sure you tune in, and thanks for watching the watch along. We'll be back.